Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, the great millstone of time of this truth, and that rule well. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there that's laboring in this work in our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Alright, this is brother Amawan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Hopefully to deliver this edifying lessons, But on this topic, I'm gonna get into, as the title says, man. It's another tragic story of Jake being done wrong, but same old sob story in America. All right, but pretty much this title, as it says, college student sentenced to over 12 years in prison for rape, but didn't have sex with victim. All right, it goes on to say, dude's name is Albert Wilson. All right, it says. The case of Albert N. Wilson sounds like something out of an episode of Law and Order SVU. Wilson, a former University of Kansas student, attended a bar with a friend and met a girl who was visiting a family member who attended Kansas University. The two were underage and under the influence when they left the bar to go back to Wilson's apartment. What happened next has changed both of their lives, leaving Wilson with a sentence of over 12 years in prison for rape, despite the notion that the two didn't have sex. Lawrence Journal World reports Wilson was given the sentence of on Wednesday, April 3rd, in addition to a lifetime probation and a mandatory sex offender's title for the events that transpired on September 2016. That's crazy because the judge, they pretty much threw the book at this Jake, man. All right. It says Wilson, who was 20 at the time, met the then 17-year-old girl at a popular car spot Jayhawk Cafe. While Wilson used a friend's ID to get into the bar, the young woman and her cousin who attended KU weren't carded. It says both parties agreed that they met while heading to the dance floor, really titled the Boom Boom Room, and danced with each other. Wilson allegedly lifted up the girl's skirt and touched her while they kissed. Shortly after, Wilson invited the girl back to his place, which was walking distance from the bar. Neither party apparently asked about each other's age. The victim claimed Wilson took her back to his place where he raped her, but Wilson shared a different story with the jury. She didn't seem intoxicated at all, Wilson says. He claimed the two kissed and engaged in other sex acts, but never had sexual intercourse. It says Kansas Bureau of Investigation scientists testified that Wilson's DNA was found on the girl's chest, where he said he kissed her, but no seminal fluid or DNA was found. Swabs were collected from the girl the other day after the incident from a nurse at a local hospital. Photos of bruises were also taken on her inner thigh. During the trial, Wilson maintained his innocence and explained why he initially claimed he didn't remember what happened at his apartment. I didn't know how to explain this, but I come from a different background than you, ma'am, said Wilson, who was black, to Judge Sally Porconi, who was white. I just felt like the police were against me at this point, which, that's the main gist of the article, man. So, pretty much, like I said, this is another story of Esau, Jack and Jacob, all right, because this Jake, man, pretty much was, went in Esau's system, all right, went to college, graduated college, man, was supposed to have a so-called good life, after he just graduated, man. So, he goes and meet this chick at this bar, and from there, man, his whole life gets turned upside down, man. Dude, 12 years to life, man, lifetime probation, and he's a registered sex offender. So this Jake, his life is finished, man. Because it's that once you get that title on you, everybody knows, man. That's pretty much a wrap for you in society, man. You know, that's pretty much like having a felony. Ain't nobody gonna want to look at you. You got everywhere you live now, man. You gotta register. Be with that title. Yeah, you got these Edomites out here. You know, having sex with little kids, man. Man Blood is a whole organization. Man Boy Lovers Association. Yeah, these Edomites, so-called white people, be getting off, man. But just going to show you, first and foremost, man, that, hey, no matter what you do in Esau society, man, hey, one wrong step and that's your ass, bro. You know, which I'm gonna start here because, like I said, the Jake, had a so-called accomplished life, man, up until that point. Went to college, got his degree, which in society's terms, man, hey, you on the start, the rest of your life, man. But as you see, man, no matter what you Jakes do to try to be like Esau, man, hey, once they bring up some dirt on you, man, that's pretty much to destroy you, man. All right, because this Jake thought he was in his rest, man. I'm gonna get this. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." Right. It says, "Arise ye and depart, man," because as you see, man, hey, the American system is not meant for us, man. Okay, you so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Americans, the Israelites, man. All right, this Edomite society, based off so-called white, which is really Edomite supremacy, man, is deemed for your destruction, man. Everything that you look at from the school system, you know, the judicial system, the child social worker system, or whatever you call that mess, man. Every avenue that you go into, man, is set to be against you, man. All right, so we're supposed to rise and depart out of this place, which is talking about spiritually, man. You know, disassociate yourself with America, because this place is not meant for your well being, man. Okay, it says, excuse me, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a soul destruction. And this is the example of trying to make this place your rest, man. Because as you see with this Jake, he so called followed the societal rules, man. He went to school. He's probably working. It said, you read later on the article, man, that Jake had a clean criminal record, spotless, man. And the jury, which oversaw the case, man, still made this dude, take pretty much the full penalty for that, man. Okay, so this guy's life is finished, man. You know, you graduation night, you go out to celebrate, man, and then hey, your life is over now, man. They say that this place is polluted, man, because this woman, I'm pretty sure this is an Edomite woman, man. They she attracted Jake, man. Let Jake take her back to his crib or whatever. Fill up on him or fill up on her or whatever. And I guess she felt bad, or else she probably had a man, or parents were probably found out, would have been ashamed of her or whatever, man. So hey, what she do, man, the typical white girl move, man, and scream rape, man, which has been the downfall of our people for the longest, man. That's why these women, man, you gotta be careful, man, because these women are part of what makes this society against you, man, because everything that's boosted up in here, man, half of that is for the woman, man. For the woman to stay above Jake, man, and to keep him in a beta male, destroyed state, man. Okay, and that's part of the destruction that we're experiencing. So you got to be careful whenever you're dealing with these women, man. You know, but just going, hopping on that point. This is Proverbs 23:27. It says, "For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow path, a narrow pit." Salaki. And this scripture is actually twofold, man, because yes, this can be applied to a physical woman, because these whores, will destroy your life, man. You get involved with one, man, and she can totally destroy your life, man. 'Cause these women are demons, man. All right, but the scripture can also be applied to the whore, which is America, because this place America is a deep ditch, man. And once you fall into America's traps, man, it is extremely hard to get up out of, man. All right, it says, "For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for prey, and increaseth the transgressors against men." Right, it says she lieth in wait as for prey, because, like I said, man, these women will look the trap up Jake, which this woman, could have done this to more than one person besides this man, But especially as of what the times we're in now, man, that rape thing is being thrown around more and more as you see lately, man, because you're seeing these men, are getting hit with rape charges left and right, man, and these cases have been, brought back up after 10, 20, 30 years, man, and these men are being found, excuse me, these men are being found to be, guilty, and their lives are being destroyed for that, man. So that's going to show you that these women, they prey on men, whether it be for financial gains or just for conquer, just to conquer something, man. Because these women always want to usurp authority, showing you that they're not aligned with the scriptures, man. But like I said, it also ties into America because America, the system is designed to destroy us as especially as Israelite men, So the different traps that they have set up in the system, man, is waiting to catch a Jake up, man. Police are always, on the side of the road, looking for a reason to pull Jake over, man. They walk up to the car and say they have a suspicion of drugs being in the car. They'll search a car, man. Look, trying to find something, man. You know, you got you know, Jake in terrible living conditions. So what do they try to do to take themselves out of the conditions, man? You got, Jake that'll sell drugs, Jake that'll rob people, Jake that'll kill people, man. And it's all to put them in the system, man. Grow up in a terrible neighborhood or circumstance, whatever, man. Parents can't take care of Jake. What they do, man? The government takes him, puts him in a foster home. Now they bouncing around, not feeling loved, and they become a product of their environment, man. So this is all different ways to trap up Jake, man. And turn him into a prey. And it says it increases transgressions among men because, hey, the deeper you fall into the America's trap, man, the more and more the odds get stacked against you, man, and it pretty much destroys our people, man. All right. Excuse me. All right. Now let me go from here to showing you that this mainly applies to you so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Americans because going back to the story, this is to prove that this is our people, man. Because who's the ones that are constantly being put in these situations, man? You so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. All right, mainly the men. This is Isaiah 42 and 22, and it reads, "But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver, for a spoil, and none save restore." Right, because the main people that are in the prisons nowadays, man, are you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. You look up the statistics. Matter of fact, let me look that up now, man. That was two. I'll do 2018. Uh, let's see what this says. All right, this is off of the NCAACP.org website. All right, this is racial disparities in incarceration. In 2014, African Americans constituted 2.3 million, or 34% of the total 6.8 million correctional population. African Americans, which are the tribe of Judah, are incarcerated at more than 5 times the rate of whites. The imprisonment rate for African American women is twice that of white women. Nationwide, African American children represent 32% of children who are arrested, 42% of children who are detained, and 52% of those cases are judicially waived to criminal court. And this is the point right here. Though African American and Hispanics make up approximately 32% of the U.S. population, they comprise 56 of all incarcerated people in 2015. says if African Americans and Hispanics were incarcerated at the same rates as whites, prison and jail population would decline by almost 40%. Come on, man. If that's not an indication of the scripture, man, then you give me the right breakdown for that, man. That's proven to you that that's talking about you Jakes, man. All right, Isaiah 42, 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. They are hidden. They are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey and none delivered for a spoil and none saved for store. Right, because when Jake gets brought forth before that judge, man, and the jury, 9 times out of 10, man, Jake gets the book thrown at him, man. As you saw with this guy, man. He's 26, man. You know, 12 years in jail, lifetime probation, and he has to be a registered sex offender for the rest of his life, man. You know, that's the scripture all day because this Jake is a product of the system now, man. You know, had a so-called full life ahead of him, and because this damn devil want to lie, you know, on the man, you know, now his life is destroyed. Because even if evidence comes back, you know, when Esau finally wises up and sees that, all right, this dude, he was innocent the whole time, man. His name is now smeared, man. You know, so no matter what, they've been trying to go back and say, yeah, the woman was lying, man. And the Jake's life is still done, man. He didn't spent, you know, precious time of his life in jail, man. And if he was to go out, man, that stigma of him being a rapist is still gonna be on him for the rest of the time he's on this earth, man. You know, so Esau has successfully ruined another Israelite's life, man. You know, but like I said, this damn devil can get away with the same type of crime, man. Which I don't know if it was in this story. It didn't give you the link, but pretty much the same type of situation happened with this dude Brock Turner, who just give the gist of what happened with this guy, man. Was this was an Edomite dude that he actually committed the act of rape on a Jake woman, man. You know, behind the dumpster while she was unconscious, man, because she was overly intoxicated, man. And he took her outside and he raped her, man. They had actual evidence that the dude raped the girl, man, and he only got sentenced to 6 months probation, but only got to serve 3 months because they said the judge said that him actually going to real jail would have been too hard on the dude's life, man. You know, that's some bullshit because Esau always gets away with the same crime that they killed Jake with, man. You know, Esau can go commit all types of statutory rape or pedophilia, you know, child porn or whatever, man. And he gets a light sentence, man. Look at the dude that used to be the face of Subway, man. That Jared dude, man. You know, he had all these massive child pornography charges, and he was barely given any time, man. You know, showing that this is an Edomite system made for them, man. That's why I said that this is not your rest, man. For you Israelites, man. All right, and which leads me to my next scripture. This is this is the book of Psalm 73 and 5. All right, it says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." Right. These devils, man. Hey, they this is their so-called kingdom. You know, we call it a kingdom, but this is their rulership that we're under right now, man. So the crimes that they commit, man, they can get away with, or not get hit with as severe crime as when Jake does it, man. Why? Because the Most High has given Esau the power to rule right now, man. You know, Daniel's 4:17 tell you that the Lord had given the world to the base man. You know, roughly paraphrasing, man. Hey, Job 9:24 tells you the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So with the wicked ruling, they do as they please, man. You know, we're just in this society to serve out our captivity. So when the Lord returns, man, and redeems us, Lord willing, we be those men. You know, we'll fully understand why the Lord, we'll fully understand why the Lord is doing that now, man. You know, so when we finally get back into the kingdom of heaven, man, we're gonna appreciate everything the Lord did for us, because we're gonna truly understand the balance between wickedness and righteousness, so we can judge the right, correct way, man. All right. But I'll read it again. It says Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Because hey, the stick that Esau, he beats you Jakes with, man. They don't get looked at like that, man. Like I said, you got a whole pedophile group, man, Mambler, you know, that's being not even looked at. But then you got this dude that's committing rape, whatever, man. You know, Esau has he has the whole Pizzagate scandal. All right, you got these politicians, these high up people such as Harvey Weinstein, Charlie Sheen and whatnot, man. All these high so-called white people up on the pedestal, man. That's doing the same thing that Jake's doing, man. Ain't getting persecuted at all, man. All right, showing you that this is the damn devil, man. All right, because these devils don't look at what they do as wrong because, like I said, this is their rulership. All right. It says, therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Because they're proud in how they create a system to destroy you, you Israelites, man. You know, and if you speak out, hey, that's your ass, man. But through the willpower of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, man, hey, we out here, speaking His word because hey, the Lord has us covered, man. Like I said, Lord willing, we be of the elect. You know, it says their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. Right. They said they're corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, man. This is a very clear version of oppression, man, because this dude clearly did nothing wrong, had no evidence against him, and still Esau still threw the book at him, man. You know, you can go all the way back to the Emmett Till story, man. You know, Emmett Till was beaten brutally, man, to the point where you couldn't even recognize the man. You know, and all these years later, it come to show that the damn Edomite bitch lied, man. The same way was happening with this Jake here, and it's happened countless times over and over again, according to history, man. All right, so Esau has allowed these things to happen because hey, he wants to see the Israelite man and hey, pretty much destroyed, man. He doesn't want to see us prosper in no way. All right. So this Jake, he had to find out the hard way, man. All right. So now he's gonna spend a good majority of his years after he just wasted a lot of that during school, man, in a goddamn jail cell, man. You know, where hey, with that prison system is a whole nother way to keep Jake destroyed, man, because that prison system breeds homosexuality, man. You know, they put Jake in there in the closed quarter spaces with other men, you know, and you can't get your peace of mind when you got some Jake that's being put in solitary where they go crazy, man. That prison system breaks a lot of people, man. All right, so just going to show, man. Hey, there's no there's no rest here in this place, man. You know, I'm gonna get this last scripture because Esau's a damn devil, you know. And this ain't doing nothing but showing that hatred that he has for you Israelites, man. This is Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right? Because you Israelites got to understand that it is deeper than, the black and white, man. All right? It's a perpetual hatred that goes all the way back to the time of Genesis, man. Jacob and Esau, man. All right? This is where that hatred comes from because Esau is mad that we have the birthright that we supplanted off of him, man, which is through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemel Shai that ordained that to happen, man. And so Esau has done all this to pretty much the end game is to destroy you Israelites from the face of the earth so that Yahweh Shemel Shai has no choice but to give them their birthright back. But that's not going to happen according to the scriptures, man. You know? And what's going to happen is Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Say if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right. So because you made it your lifelong goal, going all the way back to Genesis 27, man. and you was gonna murder your brother, all right? So Yahweh Shema Shai said, because you seek blood, blood shall pursue thee, man. All right, because you Edomites love blood. Y'all love killing us, man. You know, if you don't believe it, just turn on your news, man. You know, hey, these cops is shooting Israelites like they playing duck hunt, man. You know, hey, they love shooting Jake, man, and it's not gonna stop until Esau is being taken out of power, man. All right, so the Lord said, "See if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee." So you love all this bloodshed, man. And how about Shema Shai gonna bring it to your front door, man? All right, so he got you in a trick bag. He allowing you to kill these Jake, so that hey, when that time is to come to reciprocate that hatred, and the Lord's gonna multiply that times of infinity, man. All right. And that righteous payback is gonna be beautiful, man. And how about Shemal Shai is gonna bring it most definitely, man. All right. So you keep on doing these 2/3 the way you're doing, man. Keep on doing our people, you know. Because yes, even though we know the truth, we're still in your system too, and we getting our ass kicked too, man. So hey, keep it up, man. Because Yahweh Shemal Shai is gonna redeem us, man. And when you do, and that's your ass, Mr. Postman. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I'm gonna go ahead and say, call Halam La Yahweh Bashem Shah, Bashem Makak Dash, double honor to my apostle, the great millstone, the time of this truth, and rule well, and Shalom to the